So, hello everyone. Hello and welcome to Happy Hour. It's lovely to be with you. Sangha, community. How nice to be with community. So, the guided meditation I want to invite us to engage with um, is going to have to do with the theme of community and shared um, shared kindness, shared friendliness, shared goodwill. That is shared, it's reflected, it's mirrored, it's supported. It's supported. We don't do this practice alone. If we're the only person doing this practice of cultivation, it would be hard, but we're not alone. We're never alone. Even if we imagine that we're alone, we're never, ever, ever alone. We are deeply, deeply interconnected with with other humans, other beings, this deep web of interconnection that we impact. We have impact on. We um, impact how others feel and behave, and we can have a positive impact or negative impact, and others have impact on us too. So to really value, to really appreciate that we are supported and we support others, um, and that we matter. We matter. Our actions matter. And especially um, what's with what is happening in the world, our world. Um, I saw this quote, actually a paraphrased quote from Ram Dass, that whether today is the first day of an apocalypse or utopia, well, our task is still the same. We still act as best as we can with integrity, with kindness, with goodwill in the world. So, um, trusting that we impact others and others support us, other like like-minded, like-hearted people. So coming together here in happy hour, it's a reminder of the support. So that's the theme. That's the theme for our practice. So with that, let's land, let's arrive in our posture, in our meditation posture. If you need to shift and move, and maybe if you're sitting, shift left and right, front and back, your shoulders, roll them back, maybe your arms, just to feel your body, and maybe move your ankles a little bit, your feet, your legs, befriending your body, getting back in your body. Very important for practice, for us to embody, inhabit our body. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Feeling your feet, if you're sitting on a chair, feeling your feet stably on the earth. A wide stance, feeling your hands touching one another or your lap. Feeling your bottom on the cushion or the chair. Sense of stability, uprightness of the body. Stable, upright, and relaxed. Let the body soften. Starting with a few breaths, receiving, relaxing and receiving. Just a few breaths to settle in the body. Embodiment first and foremost. And if thoughts are arising with friendliness and the smile, say thank you, not now. I'll come back to you later. Giving my whole heart to this practice of settling and cultivation right now. And connecting with the breath, allowing it to be known and received fully, fully as possible. Breath fully in the body, completely. Expanding with the breath, in breath, contracting with the out breath, the body, the abdomen. As if your life depended on it, which, by the way, it does. Not dismissive or ignoring what your life depends on. Fully attending to the breath, the fullness of the breath, however it shows up. Now I'd like to invite you to consider as you are receiving the breath, feeling the breath in the body so that we stay embodied during this reflection. We don't go into our head, become heady and just involved with thoughts, but an embodied reflection. Drop this reflection in your body, feeling, not thinking, feeling that you are connected. You are connected, deeply intertwined, connected in this web with other beings. Bring a few beings, perhaps your family and friends, colleagues, to your heart space, to your mind. Not thinking again, feeling as you were sitting with them in space, breathing with them. In breath, out breath. Perhaps imagining this reverberation of your breath as actions that impact them. Your moods, your words, your thoughts impact them, and they too impact you, support you, vice versa. How we hold each other, how we hold each other in this invisible web. How we are held by one another. And again, feeling the breath in the body. Let it be sensed. And you don't have to think of actions or words, make it detailed, but just a sense of interconnection. Co-creating our reality together, our world together. Feeling the breath in the body. Even if you haven't interacted or talked or written with this web of people, still you're deeply interconnected. Let yourself be nourished by the goodness of it. Yes, there are always ways we impact one another negatively, but for now, I'd like to invite you to lean into the good. Our hearts and minds have a tendency to go for the negative and the mistakes, and not right now. Not right now. Not skillful. Stay with the wholehearted, wholesome ways we support, care for, love, appreciate, are grateful for one another. The way we inspire one another. And feel into it. Feel. Not so much think, but feel. If it ever gets heady, drop it all. Just come back to the breath and the body. You know what to do. Again, if your mind goes towards the negative, drop it for now, please. Intentionally turn towards the skillful ways. You have been supported, elevated, inspired in the way You do that for others. Too many stories and thoughts arise. Gently, lovingly let them go. Come back to the breath and the feeling of interconnection. And perhaps in your heart's mind, you can imagine an embodied game where you catch a ball of goodness from someone. Support, care, a phone call, a smile. So if they're throwing you a golden ball of care, you receive it, appreciate it. And then you transform this ball of care, golden ball of care, kindness, goodwill, regard, positive impact. And you share it with someone else. You keep receiving these balls and passing them on to others. Perhaps imagine, oh yeah, lots of balls are sent your way, or flowers if you prefer that imagery. Lots of golden flowers, your feet, that so many have sent your way with their care. And you send flowers to others as well, of care, goodness. And as we turn to end this sitting period, I invite you to bring to your heart space, the members of this community, happy hour community, who are showing up either on Zoom or on YouTube or listen later on the web. All of us supporting one another in this path, connected to one another through our goodwill, our practice, an invisible web of kindness, goodness, support, offering each other flowers of care through our presence, seen or unseen, seen or unseen. And maybe in your heart saying thank you to those in this community and also your own network. Dedicating the goodness, trusting there's goodness here in our practice, and dedicating, sharing the goodness of this practice with all beings to whom we are invisibly connected. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be free, including ourselves. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for your practice. So, today's invitation was to practice with the support that we receive, the support that we give to others, seen and unseen. These gifts that we have received from so many beings. We continue to receive the gifts we've given to so many beings, and we continue to do that. And I invited you in this practice, especially because the mind can sometimes go to all the mistakes we've made, the ways we have not been supported, the ways we haven't supported others. Yes, yes, yes. And yet we know that our minds as humans um, have a tendency for negativity much more than positivity. So just trying to balance that a little bit with tonight's practice. Not to say that it's not wholesome to perhaps have remorse or there are challenges or forgiveness. All those practices are good in their own right. This is a different practice. Tonight I invited you specifically to stay with the goodness, really feeling the goodness of the support and giving goodness and turning our minds intentionally towards that. And this is part of the 4 wise efforts. One of the 4 wise efforts is bringing up wholesome states if they haven't arisen, intentionally intending to bring them up, to cultivate them, to nourish them. So that's what we were doing here. So also feeling the goodness of this community, the connections we have here, we support one another in this practice, and see how your heart felt bringing a sense of being supported by others and supporting others. For me, as I was practicing, there's just goodness, this feeling of, oh yeah, this person and that person. Wow, there's a sense of goodness that has supported me. And of course, not everything. There's been so much support in my life and continues to be, like every one of your lives. Right? All the inventions, for example, Zoom has been invented, and we can meet through it. I consider that to be a support by the person who invented it, and I'm invisibly connected to that, to those groups of people. Actually, not a person, huge groups of people over time who worked so hard to make this possible. Wow, thank you. So either directly, our family, our friends, loved ones, or indirectly, just so many human beings we benefit um, from from their work, from their goodwill, from their effort, from their intention, from their hard work. And the same for us. So really appreciating that, helps us feel less alone if we are feeling alone. And again, loneliness is one of the number one issues in the US and the world, actually, especially since the pandemic. But anyway, so now I'd like to invite us to engage in small groups with one another as a way to bring our practice, the rubber meeting the road. And the invitation is to practice metta, METTA, in small groups. And I will put that in chat, the guidelines. So the invitation is to stay with, there we go. M standing for metta, of course, and then M also standing for mindfully listening and speaking, really considering the practice of small groups as a continuation of the meditation, embracing compassion if internal resistance comes up, or any reactions or discomfort, both for yourself and for others. So, can you be non reactive and hold it with kindness, whatever's coming up? And staying on topic, and the topic I like to give you tonight is what happened when you intentionally brought up feeling supported by others and supporting others. Was there particular imagery that worked for you, or staying with the body? What can support you in this practice? And again, be brief, take turns briefly, offer just one nugget, let others offer nuggets, or you can also hold silence, just say a little bit and hold silence. And maybe just showing up in the group is a part of your community practice, feeling the support of others. Maybe you start by saying, "Thank you for being here and practicing with me. I feel your support right now." So it can be either in real time practice of holding each other with support and care, or reporting about what happened in your practice, in your guided meditation, the meditation that you sat. And avoiding crosstalk, not giving advice, not commenting on other people's experience, so that we keep it really safe for one another. So always practicing kindness, goodwill, taking care of each other, taking care of ourselves and each other. So I'm going to create the rooms right now, and let me check the rooms. Yeah, let me hold on. Need to fix something here. Da, 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 da. Be patient with me. Okay. All right. Let's see if this is going to work. I might need to move some of you, so I'm sorry if this is going to be rocky. I'll try to do it at the very beginning. All right, here we go. I'm going to open the rooms. Take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Hey, welcome back, everyone. The rooms are closed. Everybody's back. And we have some time for reflections and questions. And you can either raise your Zoom hand, or you can also type in chat. I'm going to open chat now. So, Barbara, your hand shot up. What's up?
Oh, I was just saying to my group something that I thought of at the last second and I didn't have a chance to say it. So I'll just say it to the whole group. In that I saw the dental hygienist yesterday, and he is from Mexico. And he said, he was so sweet. He said, "Well, how are you going? Do you have any plans for the holidays?" And I said, "Yeah. How about you? Are you going to celebrate Thanksgiving?" He said, "No, I'm from Mexico. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving." And I said, "You don't? What about gracias a la vida?" And he goes, his eyes got big, and he said, "You're right. That's Thanksgiving." I said, "Yeah, go for it."
It's great. It's beautiful. Yeah. Thank you, Barbara. I love how uh this friendliness. I mean, basically first thing, I'm just going to comment on what's the unseen, but in the frame is just this exchange, this friendly exchange of reflecting goodness back. Like, oh yeah, here you already have that. You already have this. And it's like, oh yeah, it's reflecting the goodness of others, and that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for one another, which is so lovely, so lovely. Oh yeah, thanks for sharing this. It uplifts my heart. Gracias a la vida. Exactly. And which, by the way, reminds me there isn't that there is a famous, yes, song by Mercedes Sosa. Um,
Uh-huh.
yeah, do you know that, Barbara? No? Okay, maybe
Gracias a la vida
Vida. It's a
que me ha
power.
dado tanto,
There,
which
that's
has
it.
given me so
That's it.
much.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
it. That's what
That's
I
it.
was
That's the
thinking.
song. In fact, I might ask. There's a particular version of it, which just it's so beautiful. I'll
Yeah.
send it to. Okay. I'll send it to Neil. Neil, remind me if I don't. Send it to you so they can send it to the Google groups. It's that version. It just
It's
stops. Yeah,
lovely.
it's
And
so beautiful.
his point to me was just formulaic. Do you have any, plans? But then I
Right.
thought, you too, we
Yeah.
all can give
Yeah.
thanks.
Right.
And
Yeah.
when he got it,
Yeah.
immediately he was like, you're right.
Yeah. It's sweet. Yay. Thanks, Byra. Thanks for sharing. This is so sweet. Gracias a la vida. Lovely. Thank you. Very sweet. Ah, other reflections. Amy. Oh, aloha, Amy.
Aloha. That word itself is such a interconnecting word here. Um, I was to drop in with it. I was like picturing moments of like laughter or eye contact or hugs, and that was really helpful. Historically, I've like written down people's names and then kind of went through and thought of things that I'm like grateful for, moments I'm grateful for, connections I'm grateful for, or like even thinking through the love languages, like, oh, this person I feel like met by like words of service or acts of service or like those types of things, and I used to do it for like a bunch of like the people I could think of in my life, and that was really supportive. So it might be something I try again. I think laughter is such a way we connect and attune to each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
So, uh,
Gosh, thank you. Thanks for sharing the practice that you used to do. And I also appreciate you, your inspiration to, oh, yeah, I used to do this. And it was really sweet and heartful. And yeah, that was supportive. And yes, why not? Let's do it again. Because especially, I'm going to say at this time, in this time, we need to uplift our heart and feel the support of one another. So important so that we don't go towards the darkness too much. Of course, not ignoring it, but so that we're more resourced through each other's support that we can take wholesome actions in the world. So thank you, Amy. That's lovely.
and this too, right? The darkness, and then in this too, there's beautiful moments with our Dharma community here and
Yeah.
you and everything. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Amy. Aloha. Aloha is both
Aloha.
hello and goodbye, right?
Mhm.
Aloha. Love it. Love it. Claire.
I just wanted to add, it's a sort of spin off what Amy was talking about. At least 5 years ago, I was trying to mentor somebody, and I noticed that she wasn't very appreciative of the good things going on in her life. Anyway, I got the bright idea of starting a gratitude list via email. And she and I and one other gal now have been circulating this list for 5 years every
Great.
day. Okay.
Great.
And what was really funny was that the first time I did it, I couldn't think of a thing that I was grateful for. It was all, I was the one who needed it. I thought I was giving it to
Oh,
them.
I love it. Oh my goodness, that's that's
And
that's great, Claire.
it's been such a gift to me to get my mind to think in terms of what's working and not well and what's not working.
It's
And
so
so I wanted
sweet.
to pass it along as a tip to others because it's been
Yeah.
great for me. So
That's so sweet, Claire. I just love it. Especially, this recognition that also this goodness of you wanted to do something for someone else. Like, oh yeah, yeah, I want to support this person. Like, wow, you're actually receiving more than you're giving in some ways, right? Like,
exactly.
I need this. Like, why? So, and it's often like that, isn't it? It's, we give, we receive in the giving. It's not more than or less than. It's we receive
Giving
so
is the
much.
gift. Yeah.
Yeah, giving is the gift. Yeah. And that's how I feel about happy hour. It is a giving of my time and sharing the Dharma. And yet I receive so much from being with the community and practicing together and learning from you and being inspired. So it's just makes my heart really happy every time I come. So thank you. I want to thank you for all of you for your practice and showing up and supporting one another. Yeah, what a beautiful community. What a beautiful, beautiful community. And we've been going on for a while. You mentioned, Claire, 5 years you've been doing the gratitude list, which, yay, I'm inspired, and that's so lovely. And we've been online together for 4.5 years now, and I think maybe 7 years ago, or 7.5 years, or something like that. 8 years. I'm losing track. I'm not good with dates. We started Happy Hour in person at IMC, and 4.5 years online. So going strong. Here we are. So, dear ones, I don't see any other hands. I don't see any other reflections in chat. So how about we dedicate the mirror, unless maybe I'll just maybe hold one pause, give a beat or any last minute. If somebody's like, oh, but I did want to say this to feel complete. I usually don't talk, but I do want to say this. Going once, going twice. Okay. All right. So we can close with appreciation and yeah, gratitude. Appreciation, gratitude, feeling the support, supporting others, being supported by others, giving, receiving. Giving is receiving. Receiving is giving. Um, yeah. Oh, how sweet, how beautiful. May all beings everywhere be happy, be free, including ourselves. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you all. Thank you. I am going to stop.